Hallo alle sammen, Rune Norse her, og velkommen til Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. I dag så har vi en fin, god kamprapportasje her, på Seton's Clutch. Og jeg tenker at i dag skal vi alt på norsk, og da putter jeg jo selvfølgelig på undertekster, og det er jo så koselig å kunne snakke på sitt eget språk og melde om egentlig hva som skjer i et spill som dette. Så dette kommer til å bli veldig fascinerende i dag, det er jeg ganske sikker på. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm not gonna have everything in Norwegian. Holy shit, that would have taken quite a while to edit and put subtitles on. But anyway, hey guys, Runar there, said, welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. Today I was sent a replay here from Seton's Clutch. So, I know, I mean, for some people, Setons have been casted so many times, or like people have played it so many times and people are getting sick of it, but I mean I don't have a Seton's replay on my map so far, but so I want to see how that turns out to be. But anyway, now we're gonna go into it then. So we're gonna call this Team 1 and Team 2. Team 1 here, for simplicity's sake, will consist of none other than RoQe going in a Seraphim brown column. We have EisTeeFee going Seraphim as well, going in a Scorpion green. We have Accey going UEF in Elven flesh. And lastly, we have RobvM, or just Rob, I'm just going to call him Rob, going Cybran in a aquatic green. Now, as we can all see here, though, that Accey's command is moving forward to the mass points. That is very good. And for Team 2, we have Palyno going Cybran in a lovely, well, I would say tentacle pinkish. Yeah, tentacle pink. Nice. We all love Japan. We have Downlord going in a Seraphim. I would say that would be baby blue-ish. Yeah, or just basic blue. Then we have Battle 2 going Aeon actually in front, concrete grey and on the front lines. Then lastly we have Gorzag going Cybran in a nasty, or no, sorry, I mean lovely yellow. Sorry, I was thinking something else when I said it in my head, so it came out as nasty. Yellow can be nasty, but usually if it comes out from a wound, then it's nasty. If not, yellow is technically a nice color. Used to be my favorite color. Then it turned into like really dark scab, like red and stuff like that. But anyway, we can see here though, while we just plus up a little bit to +2, that Battle 2 is using his armored command unit to get an eruptor online here, while Accey is sending his commander in position to start reclaiming the Salem wrecks here. But this eruptor is actually getting online. And Accey is taking quite a lot of fire here, actually. Not sure if he gonna have to fall back though in the face of this eruptor, unless he can go and reclaim this eruptor. I'm not sure what he's gonna plan to do here. Going quite far down into yellow here, 8,000 health points, and dropping. But all in all, I would say Battle 2 has an advantage, but has not built that many land factories as of yet. This is basically like a mixture of, I would say, average Joes and more like, what was the term I used? Noob elite. For example, I would consider myself a noob elite. I'm outskirting on the rank of an average Joe, but I'm still not very good at it, so I consider myself still a noob. So I'm a noob elite. That kind of like if you're underneath 1,000, I consider that like a noob elite, like 1,000 as I am. But anyway, yeah, you know, screw logic and stuff like that. But and that was a burp. Very lovely indeed. We now see that some more of the Lobos are coming in here for Accey. And do we see the same for Battle 2? No. Would love to see some more units here for Battle 2 coming online with more, what do you call it? engineers. But now, let's see for the overlook is that we see that the drop coming in here though for Downlord, snagging this island. Actually, this is quite interesting. Rob having decided to build an anti-air turret here instead of actually getting units or land factory on here. And while it looked like they were going to try to snag the island here, we see that a transport full of engineers are being sent over to... Where was he going to send me? It's being sent over to this part here, so we're actually going to see a drop from RoQe. This is fantastic. This is lovely play. We see an early submarine coming out for Gorzag, but unless Gorzag can see this, and if he has paid attention, he would probably notice this. If not, he will not be able to see this. And this is going to be interesting to see the development of this. What will this base, or like a fire base, do? We see now a lot of units coming out for Battle 2 though. So Battle 2 seems to be upgrading his mass extractor. So he's getting a lot of mass, going for T2 land factory already. Going for an upgrade on his commander. That would be the Tech 2 engineering suite due to the like -7 and 180 energy. And you can also see that it's slightly on the left side of the arm, so that would be the engineer upgrade for his commander. So that's very lovely. Going for T2. That an Aeon T2 is quite good sometimes. We also see some engineers being built here, and an anti-air turret is actually being produced here now for Rob. But again, I feel that Rob should probably have tried to get a point defense online in time, but now these engineers will be taken out so that this island will still be in Downlord's clutch. And now we see a lot of Zeus coming in here though, but we see that Tech 2 is already being produced here for Rob. So can Downlord see this? He has seen as it turned dark, so he's got to assume that it's upgraded to Tech 2 Naval Factory HQ, as it says there as well. So he should probably now try to get as many naval factories online as possible and stop the production of the Zeus. Still fighting goes on in the middle here, as we see fierce fighting between Battle 2 and Accey, exchanging fire and units. And all these Auroras are firing on the UEF encampment, and Accey is trying to get more factories online. But how are we doing on the eco-wise? Let me see. RoQe is basically on 1700 mass in reclaim, but sizable enough eco, about 46 mass. We see that Palyno is well in the green and has a lot of mass he can spend, with 64 incoming mass. We see EisTeeFee now going up to 60 mass, Battle 2 going to 40, Rob going to 56, Downlord going to 52, Gorzag is at 18 due to this incursion here, where all of these Zeus are coming in and providing a hell of a lot of annoyance here. And we see even a naval factory being produced here and upgraded to T2s. What are we going to see then? Will we see... yes, we're going to see actually cruisers being produced here. Gorzag saying nice, and Downlord, this should have never happened. And I agree, this is an outrage of the most importance, where that's a lot of mass points being taken there. So beautiful play from RoQe. I can't believe that he's a 1000 player. This is just insane. This is fantastic play we see here. And what is Palyno doing? Does he send... Is it building anything? Please tell me, what is Palyno doing? He has a lot. He has 4,000 mass. He should be using it to something, I feel. And there's a lot of units. If you start building more gunships or something like that, he's going for Tech 3 though, so that is good. But he can get more factories online and use all that mass he has, but that's so much unused mass that has so much potential to be used or donated to other team members. Because now we see that Battle 2, as I have been occupied elsewhere on the map, Battle 2 seems to have lost his main base. Two Tech 2 mass extractors down, and a third one is coming now, and a fourth mass extractor is taken out by these Zeus. This is horrible, as we see here that The only one that seems to actually have a resemblance of control here is Downlord, but now we see that there's a Tech 2 naval factor here. Heavily damaged though, but these units should be sent in to finish off this naval factory HQ, because that would hinder and stop all the production for the RobvM's navy. And that's a lot of units over here. That's still a production of Zeus for Downlord is sending out. I really would love to see more naval factories, at least three naval factories produced with a lot of engineers around to support it. And now we see that also this Tech 2 cruiser is pounding at Gorzag's base. This is horrible. Oh my god, this is just horrendous to see. And Battle 2 is standing inside of here, and he has the advantage-ish, kind of, and he could build a mass extractor on this to get some extra mass, because his main base has been eradicated. And how does he do in the eco? He's doing okay, but he's bottlenecking now, so now the production is going slower. Still, this encampment or this fire base is still intact. Haven't taken some damage. One factory down, a second one heavily damaged, but there's so much mobile anti-air here. But now Palyno is sending in his commander personally to see off the enemy forces. So this is interesting play. Palyno is so far away from his base. We see Tech 3 Air Factory HQ now. If those engineers could start building hives to start helping the production for these units, that would be lovely to see. But how we're seeing RoQe is now, just now, after 15 minutes, upgrading to T3. So Palyno has the advantage if Palyno starts just building Tech 3 Air now. But there's nothing except for engineers being produced from the Tech 3 Air Factory HQ. So I would love to see that more units for Palyno would be built, and more expansions now. Just constantly send out units. Reclaim. There's a lot of forest here that can be reclaimed for energy if you are power stalling, especially for the airplay, if I remember correctly. I mean, all this forest is going to be invaluable for when you're going to need energy. And Palyno taking some damage here, and this cruiser is providing to be a very big threat. And what do we see though? We still see production of engineers from the factory. We see that Barracuda is exchanging fire between the Uashavo, the Tech 2 destroyer, a lot of Zeus, but there is a Scion class cruiser. Another Salem class cruiser has been a Salem class cruiser has been planned. We see another naval factory up here is being built. So Downlord seems to be well entrenched and doing an okay enough job. And now we see that this naval factory HQ seems to have slowly going down, but this Salem class has been defeated, and the cruiser is still standing there with 30 kills. That is 3 ranks of veterancies on that bloody cruiser. That must be a sore thorn in Gorzag's side, and rightfully so. That must be painful as shit. And we actually see that Palyno is taking some cruiser fire, and I think actually Palyno will have to fall back if Palyno doesn't move. I sincerely hope Palyno decides to move. Yes, cancelling the upgrade and moves away from the cruiser. So thank heavens for that. We see more engagements of the Zeus over here though, taking out the Salem. But still, I mean, Downlord is giving Rob time to get all of these online. If he, after the like 2 first waves of Zeus, I mean, in my opinion, I would have just focused almost purely on Navy, and there's only 2 naval factories here. So this is so yeah. So Gorzag sends to allies his eco's pretty ruined unless he can get help to take out these units, and I agree. This cruiser is constantly just harassing and taking sorry. Stupid insect. I got a banana fly or something like that in my mouth. That was disgusting. So anyway, sorry about that. Okay, RoQe has to take 2 engineer here, and he gets destroyed by his own allied fire. But this cruiser is providing to be an annoying upgrade, and now RoQe is upgrading to advanced resource allocation system on his commander, so very good to see that. What about Palyno? Do we see any upgrades for Palyno? Having moved so much back and forth, we see no upgrades on Palyno. This is interesting to say the least. We see some building here for Rob is attacked, but there is a small upside for that, so that the destroyer can't hit. But they changed targeting to go for the mass extractor here. More units are diverted over to this side. We see a Tech 1 naval factory still up here, the factories over here, so he has 3 naval factories, but they're very spread apart. Now we see also that EisTeeFee, that having entrenched quite a lot actually. Having gotten quite a lot of engineers to help the production here with the Seraphim, Cybran and UEF. And now, as we see in the middle here, Battle 2 has been pushed back and his base is sorely pressed here. I mean, there's not too many military units to stand against this large amount of units if Accey sends it forward. And still this cruiser is here providing a nuisance, and there's an engineer walking around here even building mass extractors on the mass points that belongs to Gorzag. That is painful, and we're going to see here now that some Revenant Tech 3 strategic bombers are taking off, and just one of them. What is Palyno doing with his eco? Palyno is still well in the green with 4,000 mass. What is he reclaiming something, or is that his eco? That is his eco, so I'm not sure what Palyno is doing at this point. I don't really see any factories producing anything. He has no production from his facilities. I'm not sure why he's gathering up mass. He should be spending it because his teammates are sorely pressed here after a successful now job from RoQe and Accey pushing Battle 2 back. This is horrendous to see. There's so many flapjacks, and they're going straight for the Oblivion turrets, and one of them goes down. Another one is promptly erected in time, but if Battle 2 can get off a overcharge, does he have the ability to overcharge? I'm not sure. Yes, he has the ability to overcharge, so overcharges should be well in order. Some overcharges goes in here and there, very good. We see that Battle 2 has the resource allocation system though, so he's not completely empty for eco. And now finally we see that the cruiser was taken out here, so now that Gorzag can really start redeploy and rebuild. But Gorzag's eco has been crushed, so that EisTeeFee can get complete control over this part of the ocean. It's still contesting between here for the players, but now we see that, oh my god, Battle 2 is going down here for RoQe, having built strategic bombers, and air is nowhere to be seen. We see that the Gemini is standing here, but nothing of those sorts of movement from Palyno. What is Palyno doing? He has only 5 ASFs. What do we see from RoQe? Does he have any ASFs yet? He has 7 ASFs produced, so even though RoQe was far behind on the upgrading to Tech 3, Palyno haven't seemed to be doing anything with his base. He hasn't expanded or anything. He hasn't built any extra stuff. I don't know. I'm confused to see what is going on here. And I see that more bombers from RoQe is coming in here, taking out the Tech 2 Naval Factory HQ, and that is gonna be horrendous for Team 2 here, where I don't understand what Palyno is doing. This is horrendous to see. I'm sorry I'm constantly saying it, but it might be a little bit unbalanced. RoQe is 1000, Palyno 700. So this could be, this is already, oh my god, this is just, ooh. I mean, a lovely team play from these guys over here, but there seems to be a little bit of miscommunication from Palyno and his other teammates. Battle 2 has been completely eradicated, Gorzag was completely destroyed, and these comrades that are coming in now won't have any impact here now because of the, I mean, Gorzag has already lost the sea here, so I mean, I try to be like open to things, but I mean, I think there have been some misconceptions of leadership in what should be done here on the map. Is that Palyno seems to be a little bit unsure what he should be doing. And I beg of you, Palyno, you have the eco. You have almost full mass banks. Start getting more hives online. Build as fast as you can when it comes to air. I'm not sure what you are doing. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you. Of my whole heart, you can do this. You have the eco. Just get more hives. Get everything done. What are you upgrading on your commander though? This is interesting to see. What is Palyno upgrading as commander? It's Tech 3 commander though. So now we can start producing Tech 3 with that. And there seems to be some sort of lag issue here where RoQe says, Palyno, stop watching porn, buddy. Don't want to lose you. So probably Palyno has some pinging going on. I'm not too sure. And now we see that Downlord that seem to have a very good foothold for the sea here due to the loss of the Tech 2 Naval Factory HQ has been losing now, and the Downlord is slowly being pushed on the sea here. More of these Salem... Oops, sorry, that was the microphone. More of these Salem classes now are pushing in from the side. And they are taking fire, but they are pushing and destroying the mass points and mass extractors. And that's a lot of units from Accey pushing into Downlord. And Downlord... I think this will be the end for Downlord. I can't see how he can get out of this. And I'm not sure if he will plan to try to finish this upgrade or he will try to escape, because that's a lot of artillery fire he's taking, and I think he has to abort the upgrade because he's going now well into the red. And oh my god, Downlord is taking heavy fire here. What do we see from Palyno? He's just sitting in his base doing nothing. He's building a monkey lord. I'm sorry, Palyno, but no, you should be building air. You should be focusing on air, not... Oh my god, this is... I'm confused as to... Palyno, please, you have the air roll. You should be building air, nothing else. I understand that you want to help your teammates now that the ground battle is lost in the front line, but you can provide so much more help with air. A few bombers here and there, and Downlord could do some well done work. And Palyno has the production of 22 Geminis, while RoQe has, oh my god, like 38. So, so far, RoQe seems to be doing better in the air game. Good micro there from RoQe. Lovely to see that. Now the Monkey Lord is moving in, and RoQe will be able to see the Monkey Lord, so they know that it's a Monkey Lord now. And it's been promptly pinged, and a lot of units. There's not a lot of units to take it out, but there's not a lot of units it can, like, threaten. So this is going to be interesting to see. We see now dragonflies from Rob with bricks in it moving inland, or is being transported to... Yeah, drop straight here so they can provide heavy extra support fire for the land units that are running in here from Accey. Now we said, oh, this is horrible. So many Geminis taking fire and gunships just standing there. I don't know what Palyno is doing, but this pains me to watch. There's so much flak here. Palyno, I beg of you. Oh. Well, this is an interesting turn of development, and Downlord is taking quite a heavy fire here from the bricks there, but 2 overcharges promptly takes care of that problem, and he survives and gets a rank of veterancy in the last second possible. And Downlord is really struggling getting back up into the game here, and the same with Gorzag having a small encampment closure here, and trying desperately to stay back so many missiles being fired against him from all these cruisers now that the sea has been secured for Team 1 on this side, and now the sea has been secured on this side. And what do we see here though? Do we see bricks are being landed on the island here, so the island here will be able to be secured for Team 1. Downlord will lose his source of income from that island. He's still on an acceptable eco though, and but he has nothing to use to build anything. So he's desperately trying to, it looks like, to get a T3 upgrade online on his command so he can start producing something, because there's nothing here that can actually use anything. And now we see that this monkey lord, no, what? Why is this monkey lord moving back? This is horrible. There's so many missiles here firing, and he's taking so much unnecessary fire. And I understand that the monkey lord doesn't want to go too far ahead to give the mass to it, but at this point you have committed. You just gotta keep it moving forward, at least try to get it into water. And Pink, no ace of whatsoever. I understand the Downlord is frustrated, because I am a little bit curious to why Downlord is not doing anything with his commander, or building anything. And this is frustrating. Palyno has been making about, at the top, about 40 to 50 ASFs, and I don't blame news for being not good, but I blame for being stupid. To a certain extent, I have to agree with Downlord, I suppose, but I mean, I think it's more that, for example, that perhaps Palyno was not. Wait. He made at least 100 ASFs? Oh, I'm sorry. Downlord has been defeated and taken down by this Salem-class cruiser. It would appear. Oh no, the strategic bombers. Well, hang on a minute. I gotta check now the conversation here. This is, what? I made at least 100 ASFs this game. I am... I'm sorry for laughing, but I kind of understand now where this Tumblr post is coming from. I think, at least. There was this Tumblr post about someone like, I made 100 ASFs and there's only like 20 or 40 on the map. And there was like this facepalm thing, but I mean... Palyno, I understand. I mean, it's not easy to be in an air position if you're not used to it. I know that from experience myself. But yeah, I don't really want to like sound too pretentious, because I mean, I am not a 2000 rank player. I don't really want to claim different things because of reasons. But come on, Palyno, at least it has been a little bit questionable. Yeah, so I agree with RoQe. Drops aren't common for this kind of like skill level when it comes to like 1000 players and around that ranking. But I love the gameplay, the teamwork from Team 1 here. It's a little bit sad to see that there seem to have been a little bit of miscommunications, and due to the fact that Palyno seemed to have been struggling a little bit, he's not sending in his ASFs to help Gorzag with these bombers. This is very frustrating indeed. I understand...
Strategic launch detected.
What the deuce? Oh, well that's just fantastic now, isn't it? Let's detect the strategic missile launcher. Do we see anything over here, though? Oh, and there was being produced here. So, this is just very odd. This is a very odd match, I have to admit. I love the gameplay we see from... What the deuce? Oh, damn, that's a lot of cruisers mixed into one clump of units. Gorzag escapes into the sea here with barely 2,000 health points. And his spikes are dipping over the water side here. There's a monkey lord over here as well, but I'm not sure how much damage he's going to be able to do. But now finally Palyno is sending in his ASFs, but at this point it is too late. A nuke takes out his entire base to Gorzag, and there's only a small clump of base left here for Gorzag. But yeah, as I said, I mean, everything is gonna say and I'm gonna make me sound like a douchebag, because I'm trying to, like, we all can do things, we can all get shit done, and oh gods, please no, Palyno, please move these things, you're taking siren class fire, please, oh by the gods. I'm trying to always be like energetic and like, yeah, everyone can do things, and there's room for mistakes and stuff like that, but I don't think it was the best course of action to have Palyno for the air roll, since it appears that he was not used to the air roll, at least on Setons. But I gotta say, it's really impressive how the chat has been. It hasn't. I understand the frustration, but I haven't seen any like really negative, hard like I hate you guts and I'm gonna kill you and stuff like that in real life comments. And I really like that, to see at least that, okay, we lost, fair enough, let's just start anew. Okay, I now know that this is not a good thing. And Gorzag and Palyno is left, and this game is pretty much over now. This Monk Lord is going to go down. And another strategic launch that has been fired is going to be launched straight at Palyno's base. It's coming out from RoQe's base here. And they are very well entrenched, and the Wars is being produced here. We see that a Soul Ripper is being produced here. We see a Fat Boy here. We see an Ithotha there. We see a lot of strategic bombers for RoQe. So fantastic play from this team here, I would say. So it's really, really well played here as well. But due to the lack of communication, I think that the teams didn't coordinate well enough. But so yeah. Now it is pretty much over for Gorzag. Gorzag only is standing here trying to get his power back online, but I don't really see how he's going to survive this. And the nuke is now coming to destroy everything Palyno has in his base. I would love to have seen a nuke defense since he had so much mass. Palyno had eco. He has full mass income, and he still is in the green, and he has full mass bar, and he hasn't used it for much, and it pains me to see, because there's so much unused mass that could have been used to turn the tide of war. So GG is being casted out from RoQe, and I gotta agree, this is pretty much GG unless some insane teleportation attempt from Gorzag managed to snipe every other player, and I severely doubt that. Now we see Ithotha is moving in, and will we see an ejection? I am not too sure. The Ithotha is veering off, but now we see that Palyno is moving with his commander though. What is Palyno doing? Palyno has the stealth upgrade, the Tech 3, and the microwave laser generator, so this is going to be interesting to see. Going for a last stand here, since basically his base is gone. I don't really like that Palyno seems to go immediately on the defensive. That I made at least 100 ASFs. That pretty much the only communication we saw from Palyno, and I understand if you are like, you know, it's never fun to be blamed for things, I suppose you could call it, but yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking about that. That is just yeah, it's been done. What's done is done. But now we see that the microwave laser is actually doing a good job at taking down Ithotha. I'm missing it a little bit here now, though, so a little bit confused to why that is. The Ithotha is just standing there having some fun because they know that the game is over. So now a Soul Rip is coming in here to try to take out Gorzag. That is sticking his standing in the water though, so he is safe. But Palyno is, I think, is taking some. He's not taking any fire, at least at the moment. And I was in. And a Wasa, a Fat Boy, a Soul Ripper, and Ithotha was here. Another is coming in. This is just insane. And now we see also that Gorzag is trying to get out of the water, but he can't get out of the water because there is a Soul Ripper here. There's so many units flying around this place. There's a Palyno walking around here still. And now a nuke is coming over to this side here to go for all this. And Gorzag is just either being taken out by the Soul Ripper or detonating his own commander. Don't want to prolong this anymore. Palyno has the eco still, I think. He has no longer the ecos. He can't support his stealth field generator, so he's going to try to take out this Ithotha. Will he be able to take out the Ithotha though? That is the question until all this comes to finish him off. But I think the Ithotha will be able to take out Palyno before the Ithotha is taken out. Or I actually spoke too soon. A second Ithotha was taken out, so Palyno actually managed to get a nice chunk of veterancy there. But that is so many nukes are being fired now, so Team 1 really excelled in this. So Palyno goes down after 42 minutes into the game. So Team 1 didn't lose a single team member. Team 2 have been crushed by Team 1. The mighty force and cooperation from Team 1. And the last comments here. Report Rob for KS. Yeah, reported in assist team, didn't even couple max. I'm not sure about, he was talking about Rob or something else, but that was the match for today. I actually have a Seton's clutch in the storage bank of the YouTube video, so yay to that. And it was a bit of an interesting development for this game, but I felt that the drop from RoQe was such a fascinating way to turn the tide of war that I wanted to cast this, because I also really like casting these things, because I sometimes want to address these certain issues that even though you feel you're in the right to do something, doesn't make it sometimes right to do it. You know, you gotta see what is right to do and what is wrong. But for all players, you gotta train. I understand things can be frustrating, especially when if, for example, if you ask someone that, have you done this before? They say, yes, I'm a master at this, and then they well, to put it mildly, they kind of suck. Then, you know, I understand that you can be frustrated, but I'm not sure where I'm going with this anymore, so I'm just starting to just babbling and blah 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 blah. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this. If you liked this video, press that like button, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.